Hello masculines, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to just do the same type of format as we did with the feminines. We're going to just ask for any guidance and messages of what's happening on your ascension journey at the moment. And we'll see what we get through, and then we'll switch over to the tarot and get some messages from there. Oh wow, we had this card for the feminine reading too, interesting. Yeah, then we'll switch over to the tarot and get some messages from there. As we've only got 15 minutes on Instagram, I will make this video a little bit longer. I'm aiming for about 25 minutes, and I'll upload a extended version to YouTube when I have a chance. So yeah, if you do enjoy this video, please do check that out. Okay, so messages and guidance for the divine masculines for the current energies on the ascension journey. Okay, so like I just showed you before, the star ancestors come out. So there's a huge link coming out with ancient Egypt here at the moment. The pyramids are obviously in that card, and they're like the key feature. So for whatever reason, maybe some of you have, because this came out with the feminines too, and I felt like some people had past life connections to ancient Egypt, or in some time in those times. And I do feel like that you've got some ancestors from there around you at the moment, and they're trying to bring through some of that wisdom that your soul has lost over incarnations. I feel like your messengers are trying to sort of bring through secrets for yourself or about yourself. So keep an eye out for signs, dreams, and messages coming from spirit, and make sure that you're looking deep enough into them. The second card that we got out was the whale and orca elders. So if you've got a strong connection to the water, I feel like getting out into water will do you a lot of good. I feel like there could be some upgrades and light codes coming to you through water, but obviously I mean like beaches and rivers and stuff like that. Water comes through very strongly, as you will see as I keep showing you the cards. But with the whale and orca elders card, it's also about sharing your song. So this is like sharing your unique energy with the world. But not only that, like being authentic, diving deep into your emotions and being authentic with your expression. That's too many, please. We only want one more, sorry. I guess with the frequency of sound, I'm just kind of feeling it's like about listening more with your heart rather than listening so much with your ears, if that makes any sense. That's just kind of what I'm hearing at the moment. Then the next card that we've got out, as you can see, more water. So I'm very pushed to guide you guys to the water. Guys and girls, anybody can be in a masculine energy. It's not gender specific. Trust the timing. So trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So if any of you are concerned that time is running out for something that you, something that you desire, or something that you're trying to achieve or conquer. I don't know where the word conquer came into my head. It's not like time's not running out. You can trust that everything's on track for where it's meant to be. However, then we've got the jump in card, and he's diving into some more water, as you can see. And I am picking up here that it's time to just sort of say yes and go for it. Jump in. Whatever you're holding back on or whatever you're nervous about, like time's not running out at all, so there's no pressure. But on the other hand, spirit is kind of just saying, but what are you waiting for? Like you kind of just need to dive in here and start saying yes to yourself. Like there's an adventure to be had. And then the Swender, oh my lord, I need to go to bed. The surrender to the sweetness card comes out, and this is Venus energy, which is love energy. So this is really about experiencing pleasure and joy, surrendering to your inner femininity, you know, understanding that it's okay to feel emotions, it's okay to love, it's okay to express love, it's okay to feel love, it's okay to make love, it's okay to, you know, whatever. I just realized that there's a person down here in the back looking at this person here. So some of you may be, let me just listen to this message coming through. Okay, some of you may be like admiring someone from a distance. Regardless of gender, in this picture there is a male watching a female from a distance. So if you've got, okay, so if we go back to the last couple of cards, oh Jesus, okay, so we've got share your song, trust the wave you came in on, jump in, say yes, and surrender to the sweetness. It's like some of you are holding back. Maybe you're scared of love, or maybe you're holding back for some reason, but we've still got to get one more card, so it'll be very interesting to see what this is. It's like, there's all this distance there, and it's almost like, it's like, how am I going to get over there? Like, so there's obviously like a wedge or some sort of barrier that you feel you need to cross before you can take the leap here. But Spirit's saying, no, you don't need to wait for anything. Here's the last one. I'm sorry, defenseless, riding past wrongs and uprooting. So if you're thinking about letting your guard down and coming in with an apology, or you're feeling sorry for yourself, or you're feeling sorry for somebody else, or you're just, maybe there's some conversations that need to be had. I definitely feel like some people need to let their guard down, and there's some communication that needs to occur, some very honest and authentic communication, mind you. I don't know how we just got such a relationship orientated reading with this deck, because A, I didn't ask for anything about love, and B, I don't often get, actually I don't think I've ever got a love interpretation out of this deck. So that's a big thing in itself. It kind of shocked me, to be honest, because it's just not what I was expecting at all. But anyway, so I guess you guys are being really pushed to open up your heart space, live through your heart, express yourself with authenticity, right the wrongs that you feel you need to right, and sort of with the uprooting, I'm feeling like it's going to release a lot of stagnant energy in your root chakra. It's going to release a lot of guilt and resentment and anger that is stored deep within that chakra, and it's going to have a very healing effect on you. Vulnerability, I keep hearing vulnerability, so maybe if you're not very comfortable with vulnerability, it's time to start looking deeper into that and figuring out where that comes from and trying to figure out how to master it. Okay, so what guidance do we have for the masculine collective on their ascension journey? Oh, you guys are getting some of the same cards as the feminine. It's very in sync at the moment. Oh my gosh, literally. What the hell? So that's making me feel like there's going to be a lot of like soulmates and partnerships coming into union. If the reading is this in sync, I feel like that's for a reason. And I just feel like perhaps timing is starting to kind of align for you guys. So anyway, we've got the world cosmos, and we've got the muse of voices. So this is about you having new and improved perspectives of the world, like reconsidering your values, and this is helping you align with your truth. It's also connecting you to your intuition, and it's developing your sort of psychic awareness. And you're kind of stepping into this energy where you're becoming someone who really speaks your truth. You don't deal with bullshit or manipulation. You're all about integrity and honesty, and anything other than that just puts you in this space where you just get into this negative energy and you start to feel really trapped. There could be some emotions to be released from the past. Some of you may need to do some emotional release work, because if you are feeling trapped, you could be being triggered by something that's a little bit deeper than what's coming out at surface level, which is another thing that was coming out in the feminine reading. Because if you see here, she's so sort of wrapped up in her emotions that she thinks she's trapped, but if she just looked up, there's several way outs. She can look up, she can just walk around the door, she can find another route. Find another route. Oh my god. Sorry, my brain's so childish. Okay, moving on, sorry. 8 of Inspiration. Interestingly enough, that came out right over the jump in. So the 8 of Inspiration is all about forward movement, propelling forward. I'm totally going mind blank now. My brain's gone all foggy. Yes, forward movement, propelling forward, gaining momentum, and that's come right out over jumping and saying yes to change and adventure. So this is just giving you some extra validation to just go for it, take action, take movement. We've got the 4 of Materials, the Hierophant, and Awakening. So there's a very grounded and stable situation or relationship coming in. Obviously with all of these like love cards that were underneath here and where these have come out, which is over the Venus card, I'm feeling like it's like a newfound stability and a very stable opportunity in love coming. But some of this is a little bit unknown at the moment, and it's perhaps causing a little bit of confusion. Some of you are going through quite an awakening or quite a heavy ascension where you are purging all of your guilt and remembering all of the times you wronged someone that's quite important to you. And you feel like this person has been quite like a spiritual teacher for you, it seems. Like they've taught you a lot, or like they're very wise, or something along those lines. But you're awakening to the fact that what you could have with this person is very, very grounded and very abundant. It's like you have a really solid foundation together, and a very abundant life together. I'm going to be switching over to the extended version now, guys. So if you do want to check that out, head over to my YouTube channel. Hopefully that'll be up by tonight or possibly tomorrow. Otherwise, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Okay, so getting further information on what's coming for the masculine collective. We've got the Knight of Inspiration and the Seven of Materials. So this is really about like ending pauses and like coming in with passion. So perhaps you guys are going to decide to end the pauses in regards to a situation or a relationship, and you're going to make a really bold move here. It does seem like you're very passionate about something or someone, but perhaps you've been holding back for some reason, and now you're deciding to end the delays and just go for it. It could be, it does come across like you feel like it's a bit of a risk, but I feel as though you're in a place now where you just don't care about the risk. Yeah, you're standing in your strength. You're standing in your divine masculine power. You're being confident. You're in a protector energy where you want to protect your feminine, if that's the case if it's for a relationship for you. You're in like a protector energy where you just want to protect and nurture your feminine counterpart, whether you know them yet or not. That's also my union card in this deck. So just before I was speaking about, I can't remember if it was in this reading or the feminine reading, I was speaking about unions, but I feel like because the readings are so in sync, so it must have been this reading. Because the readings are so in sync with each other, I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of counterparts coming into union or coming into like a reunion. Yeah, so it seems like right now you're a little bit in your head about all of this and you're kind of dancing around with some ideas, kind of sitting around thinking about what to do here, what to do next, how to make this approach. All right, 5 of materials and 2 of materials. When that comes out together, it means that you're juggling too much in your work and material life. So if you've got a lot going on, you definitely need to take a little bit of a break and stop trying to juggle so much. I feel like Spirit is trying to get you to slow down and focus on what's important. Release any of the burdens or the responsibilities that you can release. Obviously, in the human experience, we can't just release all burdens and responsibilities. We have to just use our discretion on what's sort of most important, and then that's where we need to put our attention. So this could look different for everybody. Like some of you could see a person as what's important. Some of you could see a job as what's important. So whatever is important for you. However, I do see this card as a very vulnerable, fragile card. Like that's just what she looks like to me. So I do feel like you are being asked to soften up a little bit and allow that feminine side to come in a little bit more. You could be in a very dominant masculine energy, which for masculines, I mean, often that's the goal, really, but it's okay to allow that balance in. We've got the Knight of Voices. This is someone that's very logical and likes to do everything with a purpose. Someone very intelligent, someone bold, someone who speaks their truth, and someone who's very driven to succeed. So if that's you, like, I feel like these have come out one after the other because I feel like you're kind of being guided that you can have that vulnerable, fragile experience and still remain with that Knight of Voices qualities, like that boldness, that purposefulness, that confidence, and that drive. You can still have all of that with an open heart space, and you can still have a vulnerable side, and you can still have love. Like, you don't need to completely abandon all other aspects. Yeah, so Four of Voices has come out. So I'm feeling like, you know, rest and replenishment is on the cards for you. And just like I said, like withdrawing your energy from what can be withdrawn and releasing some responsibilities so that you can regain that balance within yourself. Maybe you're a little bit drained, or maybe your energy is a little bit low. And I feel like if you sort of attend to your needs a little bit better, you'll pull yourself out of that. Could be on the verge of like a burnout. So definitely like focus on, you know, replenishment and self-care. Wow, we've got the Ace of Inspiration and the Muse of Inspiration. So that's the first and last card for that suit. So I feel as though, so the Aces are always about like new beginnings, new cycles, new starts. And the Inspiration suit is like creativity, passion, and drive. And then the Muse of Inspiration, it's almost as though there's a new beginning coming that's going to really have you in this energy. So like, it's coming through as a real leader, someone very inspirational, someone very successful, a realist, someone who has a very outward energy. So like they're very active and proactive, and they like to sort of make every minute of their day count. A big thinker, a visionary. So there's definitely a new beginning coming here as a result of those qualities within you. Let's get a few more cards out to finish this off. What else is coming for feminines? No, sorry, we're not on feminines, we're on masculines. Sorry. Oh, like I said, I really need to go to bed. Oops, I dropped all of those. Okay, so we had the 10 of Emotions flip out. So this card is really telling you like, oh, now I get it. So with these three cards, that Ace of Inspiration, the Muse of Inspiration, and the 10 of Emotions, I feel like you're being asked to create yourself a new beginning. Use this passion and this drive and to put this energy towards this. The 10 of Emotions is like complete emotional fulfillment. It's like deep love, marriage, emotional fulfillment, family, something very meaningful. So I think that you're being asked to create yourself a new beginning in something that's very meaningful to you, and to start honoring your emotions and your heart space a little bit more and stop leaving them behind. At the end of the day, with the right person by your side, they're not going to interfere with anything that you have going on. They're still going to remain your biggest supporter. So yeah, I was going to keep going, but that card kind of just sets the tone for me and just finishes it off. So I'm not really drawn to keep going. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I guess I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.